Hi there, I'm Carmen. Today I'm going to do a junk journal along with me while I answer the question, what is the purpose of junk journaling? I mean, why junk journal? What is the point? So I'm going to cover that while I actually create a junk journal spread. So I've got a bunch of stuff that I got during 1 week. May not use it all, may use it all. And then if you see my previous videos, you know I'm of the type that I am fine with using washi tape, stickers, background paper, that kind of thing. So I've got some of that out as well, but let's jump right into it and also start talking about the question. So the question is, what is the purpose of junk journaling? So this right here is not junk in the classic sense because this is a background paper that came from a paper book, a paper craft book. The question, what is the purpose of a junk journal? There are lots of answers to that. It's not as straightforward as you would think. If you want to define junk journaling, I actually have a video on that, but I'm going to cover just two basic types. There's way more types than this. There's a ton of variation, but two basic types of junk journaling. And one of those types is where you create the journal from scratch. And I think I would say that's how it started. I think that is the clear way that junk journaling started. You created the journal from reclaimed, upcycled, whatever you want to call it, trash, whatever word you'd like to use. You would create the journal from scratch. So you might use an old book or really anything. The sky's the limit. You can use anything that you want to create a junk journal from scratch. You can use anything to create the pages. And so that would be the one type of junk journaling. And then the other major type, and like I said, tons of variation in between, is what I do, which is taking a pre-made journal that's already created, and it can even be a notebook and be a composition book. It can really be anything. It can be. I actually have another junk journal that's in some of my videos that I purchased a book, a journal, a notebook, whatever you want to call it, from the Dollar Tree. And so it doesn't have to be expensive, but you start with a pre-made journal and then you go from there. And so, and also I add embellishments, which would be like this background paper, the washi tape, that kind of thing. So enough about the definition, because like I said, I have a whole video that focuses on that. So back to the point of what is the point of a junk journal? Why do one? What's the purpose of a junk journal? So that's different things to different people, I think. For me personally, this is just my personal experience. For me, it is a great way to express myself creatively. It is a way to disengage my brain and get offline. It's also a way that I can I do like the concept of reusing things that I already have that are essentially trash or would go in the recycle bin or whatever. I do like that idea as well. And so that's part of it as well. It's a little bit of all of those things, but it's different things to different people. For some people, I think the primary purpose is the upcycling, especially people who, and also the challenge of using junk. So, I've heard people say, how's this different, especially if you do memory keeping? Because I do sometimes. Some of my spreads, if you go back and watch some of my other videos, some of my spreads I do memory keeping. If you do memory keeping, how's that different than scrapbooking? Well, first of all, you're using junk. In scrapbooks, there's, to my knowledge, there is ephemera like concert tickets, that kind of thing, but pure, you don't typically take part of a Chipotle bag and cut it out and put it on the page, or the piece of, this was on a picture frame, the fake picture that comes with it. You typically do not do that. If it is a scrapbook. The other purpose, as I mentioned, creativity, it is a form, in my opinion, of collage art. We actually won this at Dave & Buster's. And I've actually got him over here. I took the keychain out of him. And so here's what he looks like. I have him on my desk, but I just wanted to reuse this packaging. Actually, I think this side looks good. Actually might get more than one use out of that. That's always nice. I'm always saving junk for future use. But also like I said, the challenge of using junk instead of just using beautiful pre-made items. There's also that aspect of saving money, because you can do pure junk journaling and you could say, now I'm not saying the kind I do is helpful to the environment, a little bit maybe, but the people who do the pure junk journaling make their journals from scratch. Everything is recycled, upcycled. I would definitely say that they are doing something great for the environment. And so that's part of it. The challenge, though, and I think that's a lot of it for those people who make, and definitely if you were one of those people, definitely, I know some of you are that watch, chime in and let me know your thoughts on this as well. Everyone, actually, even if you're not someone who makes them from scratch, or if you're completely new to it, definitely love to hear from all of you. And if you're completely new, also let me know where you're watching from. Always love hearing that. It's so interesting to find out everyone and where they are watching from. Another great purpose for junk journaling is a way to get offline, get off the computer, let your mind just go free and be creative. I think any age this can happen to, but especially for people who are really busy, whether you're a student and really busy, or whether you're an adult and really busy, it doesn't matter. It can definitely, things can get overwhelming, and this is a good way to turn off your brain. And I don't mean that your brain's not doing something. In fact, I think your brain's doing great things when you are doing something creative. And I think there's something meditative too about doing junk journaling. So just a little explanation. This is sticker paper. It's paper that you can put stickers on. And so these are stickers that came off products. I think it's important to do things that stimulate our mind in a different way, and also let us just relax and stop thinking for a while. I feel like our society in general, I'm talking worldwide. I know some places are probably more relaxed than I'm in the US, but I think that it is a pretty worldwide thing. This is still sticky, but these pieces on the end are not as sticky, so I'm just giving them a little help. I think it's kind of a worldwide thing at this point, though, where, let's put him on top of this is cute Charlie Brown Snoopy. This came off some washi tape that I bought. I think it's a pretty worldwide phenomenon now where, people are just maxed out, stressed out. So this is a really great way to just stop, just stop and enjoy something that really doesn't have an end goal other than personal satisfaction and I think beauty. I mean, I know people argue and say, you're doing something with trash. How is that beauty? But I do think there's beauty in this. And some people, they do really amazing, beautiful things. I'm not saying mine are at that level. This is still sticky, so I don't really need to add anything to it. I'm going to overlap it a little bit. It's funny, it's called Olive Nation, but it's organic maple extract. Go figure. There's nothing olive about it, but I guess maybe they make things with olives. And then we definitely need to start getting some green in here. This is turning into a nonstop orange spread. I do want to get the Ripley's Aquarium in here. We did go to Ripley's Aquarium this week to get a little bit of that in. What do you do to relax? Leave me a comment and let me know. And also let me know if you are already a junk journaler, or if you're watching this because you were thinking about starting, or a friend of yours is doing it and you just wanted to learn more about it. And also, how did you hear about junk journaling? If you are new to it, let me know that as well. And by the way, I do not go for perfect, you can tell, perfectly cut everything. I think the randomness is fun. I like it. Clearly, I went to Chipotle and they started adding this sticker. So I thought that was kind of fun. did rip a little when I took it off the bag, but it's still good to go. We went to Ripley's Aquarium, which is at Broadway at the Beach, and we also went to Broadway at the Beach. And so I thought I'd add just a little bit, and we'll set the mushroom pizza aside. A few things from this that look fun on here. I had some tea. These are two different kinds of tea. I'm always trying new teas. I love black tea, but I can't drink a lot of it anymore. And so I've been searching for great herbal teas. So if you have recommendations, let me know. I would love to hear recommendations for your favorite herbal tea. I think I just used this in a spread recently, but I really like this packaging. And so that's another herbal tea I've tried, and I do like this one. Even though this is great as is, you can't really put chipboard or whatever you want to call this, where it's like firm. You can't put that across a crease. Well, you can, but it will not stay glued down. That's another thing I have learned. And so I'm just going to cut these fun mushrooms out. So you may have noticed this background buckling. I'll mention that as a tip in case you are new or thinking about junk journaling. One of the things about junk journaling is your journals get super, super fat. And so I'll give you another tip. You can use anything you want to do junk journaling, but my recommendation is get a small journal. Don't get one with a ton of pages, because even though there's a lot of pages left, at some point this is going to get so fat that it'll be sticking straight up and I won't be able to use the rest of the pages to junk journal. And so that is a recommendation that I have, because again, this curving, having this curving issue, look for a small number of pages for whatever you choose to use for your junk journal. Got a few more stickers and washi tape to use. This came off some packaging, and so I'll put that right there. So this is not washi tape that I purchased. It's some washi. I did purchase washi tape, but this is not the washi tape I purchased. This was actually on the packaging, so this was quote free. I mean, yes, I paid for the things in the package, but I thought it was pretty cool that they put this nice, it says thank you in multiple languages. And so it just gives me a nice little accent that is essentially, you know, no additional charge. Let's call it that. No additional charge. And since we went to the aquarium, they do have penguins there. And that's actually what this is from, because the aquarium is at Broadway at the Beach. So I'm going to cut this little penguin guy out. I got out some washi tape that I knew was in the color, sort of general color scheme here. And since this is spring at the time of this recording, I got out some little bunnies, because it's not Easter quite yet, but it will be. I've got some flowers. So I'm going to add some washi tape and just sort of, you know, demonstrate how that's used. If you're new to this, you can actually just take a ruler or something like that and get a pretty, I didn't do it straight that time because I want it to not be straight, but you can get a pretty straight looking edge. I definitely want to include these rabbits because, like I said, we're getting into that time of the year. Now I'm adding a few stickers. I added a handful, like 3 stickers that were not, you know, junk, not free, just to add a little embellishment. And these were actually from the Dollar Tree, so you don't have to pay a lot. And it was multiple sheets of these stickers, not just, you know, one sheet. So you don't have to pay a lot for embellishments if that's something you want to add. If you like it, you know, without the embellishments, that is 100% fine. It's absolutely not necessary at all. If you'd like to learn more about journaling and junk journaling, definitely click on the video on your screen right now. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.